Police found a man bleeding from a gunshot in the middle of the night. The shooting has turned into Omaha's latest homicide. The crime scene still up at daylight. Now 10 children will grow up without a father. Good evening, I'm Kelly Bartnick.
I'm Megan Matthews. Someone shot Quincy Hardin around 3 a.m. He didn't make it much longer. Rebecca Ray picks up the story from 28th and Spencer.
Yellow crime tape block off the scene of Omaha's latest homicide, hours after someone shot and killed a grandfather and father of 10. Police found 36-year-old Quincy Hardin dead near 28th and Spencer.
Whoever killed my man last night, whoever hurt him, whoever, I hope this morning y'all woke up feeling guilty because you took him away from 10 kids.
His oldest daughter, 17-year-old Quintasia, says her father was a good man.
He said if anything ever happened to him, it's for me to take care of my brothers and sisters because I'm the oldest. And he loved all of us.
A chilling request from the man she now has to bury.
He always stayed happy, kept us happy. He was just a good dad to all of his kids.
Many people were out early this morning when bullets ripped through the complex. Witnesses are keeping quiet about the crime. Community activist Robert Wagner says speaking out is key to curbing violence.
If we all stand up, if we all show that we care about our neighborhoods, our community, something can change.
Hardin was gunned down right in front of his cousin's home. Now police continue to search for suspects and ask anyone with information to call Crime Stoppers at 402-444-STOP. You may remain anonymous and receive a cash reward. Rebecca Ray, KMTV, Action 3 News.
Police have not said if there are any suspects in the weekend murder. There will be a prayer walk tomorrow night at 5:30 for Quincy Hardin at 28th and Spencer. New at 10, a high-profile prisoner faces new charges for attacking a guard this afternoon. Authorities say Erica Jenkins, the sister of convicted killer Nico Jenkins, struck a female guard in the face several times. The guard needed medical treatment. Jenkins faces felony assault charges.
She went out for a late-night snack and ended up with a bullet lodged in her leg. Police are looking for suspects who tried to rob Devin Kelly early this morning. Now, only on 3 tonight, her boyfriend shares the man who carried her out of the street, and he talks about those flying bullets.
I think they were just walking by looking for easy things to steal, and I think she was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and they saw her as an easy target.
Alex Swanson's girlfriend, Devin Kelly, was doing everything right, parked near 31st and Curtis under a street light after finishing up a late-night fast food run. Swanson was in the house when he heard the shots.
Both legs. Entered the right leg, exited out the inside of the right leg, entered the left inside leg, and the bullet is lodged on the outside of the left leg above the knee.
He says 3 black teens approached Kelly and demanded money. She said no.
They shot her and ran. Cowards, She was standing at the back of her car when they approached her. She was still standing when I got to her. I carried her up to the top of the steps to get her out of the street, called 911.
He came home Sunday evening from a day at the hospital. Kelly will recover. Swanson says he's walked the block, even talked to a neighbor with security camera footage that could help catch the shooter. Neighbors believe one of the suspects came back Sunday afternoon to get a shoe he left behind. Swanson is banking on solid police work and maybe even some tips from those who knew the shooter to catch him.
I'm at a loss for words on what to say, I just hope that it doesn't happen to anybody else.
Swanson says he's taking more security precautions following the botched mugging. Police do not have any suspects. Call Crime Stoppers if you know more.
Police say the man behind several Omaha robberies is behind bars tonight. Officers say they busted Kayshawn Rush for 6 counts of robbery after he held up 2 gas stations minutes apart. They say they've linked him to several other robberies too. QT clerks at 47th and Hamilton said a man in all black came into the store around 2:30 yesterday afternoon. He showed a gun and demanded cash, then ran off. 15 minutes later, another robbery at the BPN Patrol Mart on 52nd and Northwest Radial Highway. Officers found Rush and arrested him. Police are still looking for this man. They say he held up a bank in broad daylight. Officers say he walked into the Bank of the West at 10:30 this morning near 135th and West Maple. He showed a firearm and demanded money from the tellers. If you have any information, please call Crime Stoppers at 444-STOP.
Speed and alcohol are possible factors in a deadly crash near the downtown area. The crash happened just before midnight at 13th and Center. Investigators say Eric Hallett was driving a Dodge Durango northbound on 13th Street, approaching a Center Street. Dennis Logue was in a tow truck going south on 13th. The Durango drifted and crossed the center line, striking the tow truck. Hallett died on the scene. Logue went to the hospital with a leg injury.
The Omaha police officers involved in a shootout that killed Cops sound man Bryce Dion will return to work tomorrow. Officers Darren Cunningham, Brooks Riley, and Jason Wilhelm have been on administrative leave since the August 26th shooting. One of the officers accidentally shot Dion while shooting at an armed robber inside Wendy's at 43rd and Dodge. Police say the robber, Cortez Washington, fired at them with an airsoft gun. Washington was also killed in the shooting.
Topping our red, white, and blue 2014 coverage, U.S. Senate candidates took part in a 90-minute debate in North Platte this evening. Republican Ben Sasse, Democrat Dave Domina stood out both in their disagreements on immigration and guns. Nebraska Education Television News and the Nebraska Broadcasters Association hosted the debate. And in her first trip back to the battleground state of Iowa since her presidential run, Hillary Clinton addressed rumors of a run for the White House in 2016.
It is true. I am thinking about it. But for today, that is not why I'm here. I'm here for the steak.
The Clintons headlined Democratic Senator Tom Harkin's final annual steak fry. He's retiring. The fundraiser and feast has a long reputation of launching presidential campaigns. Hillary Clinton has decided to keep us guessing.
The Omaha bus line could be changing, and it could affect the routes you take to coast through the metro. Mayor Gene Stothert and the U.S. Transportation Secretary are making a big announcement tomorrow morning about transportation funding. Also tomorrow, the mayor will kick off a series of town hall meetings. Now, this is video of her town hall last year. The mayor's staff, department directors, and Councilman Pete Festerson will attend the meeting at Benson Library at 7 p.m. 7 meetings are scheduled through October, and it's a chance for you to share your concerns with the city.
People revved up classic cars to save lives today. Prostate cancer survivors put on the Cruisin' for a Cure car show every year. Custom cars, antique cars, and hot rods line the Methodist Health System parking lot. Healthcare professionals were on site to offer tests that screen for prostate cancer.
Those were really cool looking cars, and
a nice day to be out there.
It was a nice day to be, all day long. It was fantastic. We had a pretty nice weekend, I think.
Can't complain.
Great. Nice to take a break from the rain for a while, but it looks like more is coming back later on tonight and into the early morning hours of Monday. All is quiet now, however. We do have some clouds above us, 64 degrees, the present temperature. We have southeast winds at about 5 miles per hour presently, and across the area, Douglas, Sarpy County, we have 62 at Papillion, 63 in Bellevue and Council Bluffs, a little cooler down around Gretna at 60. Expanding out across the viewing area in western Iowa, upper 50s from Denison over toward Atlantic, 63 down in Clarinda. Most locations are in the low 60s, a little warmer around Lincoln at 67 and 64 degrees down around Beatrice. As we take a look at our satellite, we do have some clouds overhead around the metro and also to the north of us. And these up here are yielding a little bit of precipitation as we take a look at our network of radars right now. Rain behind the banner up here into Minnesota, eastern South Dakota, and out in southwest Nebraska. It's indicating a few showers or maybe sprinkles out there, but I think most of this is not reaching the ground, just reflecting some of the cloud cover that's out there presently. And a lot of this is ground cover right near the radar site. But as we expand outward, there you see the rain in South Dakota and over toward southern Minnesota. And with that, that's an upper level disturbance. It's going to be sagging southward, triggering more rain showers later on tonight, and also bringing in some cooler air. Our winds will become more northeasterly, a little bit cooler during the day on Monday, not dramatically, but we won't be seeing the lower 70s, more so in the mid-60s for tomorrow. And then out here, an area of low pressure will track into western sections of Kansas and a little bit of rain showers trying to make their way into the southwestern sections of the state. Now, as we take a look at our Viper forecast model. There's the leading edge of the cooler air settling southward slowly. We do have cloud cover throughout the area later on tonight, but during the overnight hours, we'll start to see some showers along that front, and then as high pressure settles in for tomorrow, we'll see a decrease in cloud cover by about noontime. Heading into the afternoon, a return to sunshine. But as far as the rainfall tonight, after midnight tonight, possibly carrying over into the early morning hours of Monday. Before midday, we'll start to see the breaks in the clouds heading toward noontime. We'll start the day right around 56 degrees. This particular model is showing the showers. It's mainly to the south of the metro, extreme southeast Nebraska, but we could be seeing a few a little bit farther to the north as well. 61 will be the temperature at noontime, and afternoon readings will climb into the mid to upper 60s. As we take a look at your forecast for tonight, mid 50s for lows. Southeast winds will become more northeasterly as threat trackers in the moderate category through the morning hours. 66 will be the morning reading. North winds at 10 to 15 miles an hour will climb to about 70 degrees on Tuesday, 73 on Wednesday. In fact, the middle part of the week is looking very, very nice. 83 on Friday with a chance of rain showers Friday night and heading into Husker Saturday, but it doesn't look like it should be affecting the night game. As far as our weather kid, Alana, excuse me. I'm sorry, I couldn't see the monitor there. 56 degrees the morning temperature, and she's ready for the rain with her umbrella. So thanks to her, we'll keep an eye on the rain for tomorrow.
All right, thank you, John. Well, the weekend warm-up came just in time for one last splash. For $5, these four-legged friends got to take a dip in the pool at Funplex. Looks like they all enjoyed the water, of course. Volunteers organized the event to raise money for the Nebraska Humane Society.
The British Prime Minister is speaking out after the latest bold move from ISIS.
Why he's not backing down even after the group killed one of his own, and who the group is threatening next.
Plus, a dangerous exposure at an international airport. Why health